Alright, here's the monkey. I'm going to be taking off the stock exhaust. So let's see where there's a mount. So down here there's a mount, mounting spot. It's a 12mm socket. Up here there's one too. To get to the one up on the top, you have to take this cover off to get access to that bolt. There's a little connector between the muffler itself and the header. 12mm down here. There's this support bracket below that, down here. So here's the connector between these two. The support bracket below here, that's also a 12mm. Then the exhaust stud heads up in the front here, those are 10mm. Or no, excuse me, they're 12mm as well. So everything's 12mm. 12mm except for the 5mm Allen head over here. So let's do that. So we have to take off this cover first. It's one of those. So this little stepper. Let's see. Off. What is something else is holding it? It's like I might have to take off this black cover here. So that's a also a 5mm. There's two of them. The top over here and the bottom over on the side. So this is the black plastic, essentially. Oh man, this doesn't really fit. What the heck? Oh, the shock's in the way. Oh, I need an extension is what it needs. The head of the wrench here hits the shock, so I have to have the extension. That's too long. Use this one. Have the extension so that way it clears the shock. There we go. So stuck in there, I had to get a different wrench. That feels very tight. Feels like there's something in there to give it resistance. I'm not sure if that's something is Loctite. I think it's because it's like this side right here. There's like a rubber grommet. So I think that rubber grommet is what's giving it the resistance. So basically, it's giving it that friction. There's a lot of friction from the rubber. Another little bolt. This one's actually a little different. See, the stepper is a little bit on the cover piece. The stepper part is a little bit shorter, whereas the back piece, it's a little bit longer. So I think that's all you need to do is just take this back cover off to get access to here. Yeah, it's a lot of turning. Should be out by now. Yeah, it is. There it goes. Yeah, it was basically like the rubber inside here that's giving it all that friction. That's why it didn't spin too easily. Okay, so let's see. So I have this one right here. Oh, there's an internal one right here. How the hell? Oh, well, you know what? It's a clip. So this one's a clip over here. So there's another clip over here. So basically, you have to slide this cover back. Once you take this off, you should be able to slide this back. There it goes. That's it. So there's that little clip right here, up here, and right here. 3 of them. So there's one right here, and one right here. And actually, they have rubber on them. There's a little rubber insert right there. You can actually take that off. So that's a rubber insert right there. Okay, set this aside. This is nice and pretty. So I'll set that aside. Make sure it stays pretty. Okay, now you can see the bolt here and the bolt here. So those two need to come off. Those are 12 millimeters. 12. 12. Need the extension. Oops. So actually, this can is really small. That cover was ginormous. They should have made the cover a little bit smaller, more streamlined. Because you know when you're at the light or you stop, my thigh, the inside of my thigh hits the cover right here. So I don't like that. Should have made it a little bit smaller, that cover. It looks like these ones are also have some rubber on it as well. So I'm gonna also disconnect the bottom one down here. I should do that first. So when that goes off. Okay, that loosened up pretty easily. Lots of time these exhaust ones tend to be extra tight. On my last CB, my CB 300F, one of these bands here, they were so tight that when I was unscrewing it, it wouldn't come off. It was because it was over tight at the factory. It wouldn't come off, and actually the bolt actually broke. I still couldn't get that screw off. The loose part it was just so tight that it seemed like it got misthreaded because it got so tight. Or at least the clamping mechanism, it wasn't square anymore. It wasn't parallel with each other anymore. So that one came off easy. This one should come off pretty easy as well. Okay, so once you start to get loose, you're gonna have to support it. The only part that's attached is down at the bottom as well. So I just got the two up here off. So I see I'll get this one off here. Slide this one back. This one. Yeah, that one can slide back a little bit. Okay. So now it's just a matter of wiggling it back and forth. So that way the bottom down here loosens up a little bit. There's a little bushing, it looks like. Yeah, see a little bushing. That's pretty normal. Exhaust bushing. So basically there's a little bushing right here. It's a softer metal. I'm not sure what type of metal it is, but it's a little bit softer. Bushing there to here. It's a bushing, but also a seal as well. Alright, so that's off. So now the side's off. Now you see how, the side here is pretty ugly. So you get that off. Now we need to take the header off, basically. Set those bolts aside. Let's see. So there's one bolt down here, and the two header bolts. So that should be easy. Let's do the header bolts first. Before we do that one, I'm just gonna loosen these. That's loose. I'm gonna loosen this one down here. Oh geez, wow, that's tight. Let's see, that's really tight. Let's put on a different extension. Oh, I don't have my other extension. Shoot. Should I put on the non-wiggling one? Because that's a little bit more secure. Okay, let's do this again. Wow, wow, whew. Man, that was tight. Okay, that's loose now. Okay, that loose. Take these off. No, I really have to muscle that one. You either over cinched it, or potentially they could have used Loctite, but I didn't feel Loctite though. Once I loosened, I didn't feel any resistance, so I didn't feel any Loctite in there. So I don't think that one has Loctite down. The one down here. Yeah, it has no Loctite, so otherwise I wouldn't be able to spin this with my hands. I think this is the only one. That's right here. Is there any other one? No, I don't feel nothing else. So this thing should just drop. It's not dropping, so it's, oh, there it goes. So it'll hung up on the front, on the top here. from being in the head. Okay, so that's it. So this is a very big cat right here. This is like double the size compared to the Super Cub, maybe even triple the size. But anyways, that's off. So we're good there. So now I can basically put on the new exhaust. Well, I also need to take off the up towards the front here. The what's it called? The gasket, the header gasket up towards the front. And right here, I need to pull that off. I wouldn't have to get away with leaving it on there. Sometimes you can, but might be better just to take it off. Because, you know, I'm putting on a new exhaust anyways. So okay, so that's taking it off. I do another video for putting on the new exhaust. Thanks for watching. Actually, to get this one off, sometimes they pop off. Well, this looks like this one's not going to. What you need to do is get a little flathead. And I don't have a flathead with me, but anyways, get a little flathead, go in there and kind of pry it down, and that will take it off.